Hi, welcome to a new series, some new ideas we've got here with respect to some financial education quizzes that we're going to be, this is the first of a series that we're looking to do over the next several months. We want to sort of make this fun, make this educational, make this informative, but also give you the opportunity to test yourselves against how the national average is on some of these tests. Some of these are national tests that have been taken, and to be perfectly honest, people don't score really very well on this. So you can see as we go through this how you stack up against everybody else in the country. This first one comes from the American College of Financial Services. They ask 1,000 people between the ages 60 and 75 that had about $100,000 or more in assets. They ask a series of questions. These are 7 of them. And what we're going to try to do on a typical basis is have a half a dozen questions so you can see how you score. Honestly, if you get more than 60% of these right over a period of time, you're doing better than the average. So here's the first question. A 65-year-old man has an average life expectancy of approximately an additional how many years? 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or 25 years? So take a minute. If you want to hit the pause button, hit the pause button if you want to think this through. And the answer is 20 years. So think about, how'd you do? We'll keep going on this. What's the percentage of the American population that's going to need some kind of assistance in the activities of daily living? In other words, they're probably going to need long-term care services at some point in their lifetime. Is it 10%, 25%, 50%, or 70%? And the answer to that one is 70%. Here's the third question. The idea of withdrawing 20 to 40% of a retirement portfolio and buying a life annuity can protect against the uncertainty of life expectancy, ensuring that a basic level of spending is available throughout your retirement. Is that true or false? The answer is true. So how are you doing so far? Got a couple more here. We'll keep going. Which of the following strategies is the least likely to improve retirement security? Saving an additional 3% of your salary in the last 5 years prior to your retirement, deferring Social Security benefits for 2 years longer than originally planned, or working for 2 years past your planned retirement age. Again, which one is the least likely to improve your situation? The least likely is saving before you get ready to retire. So that would be the first choice on the list. Here's the next one. Which of the following statements concerning the federal income tax treatment of distributions to a 65-year-old retiree is true? Which one of these is true? All the distributions from a Roth IRA that has been maintained for more than 5 years will be tax-free. All distributions from a traditional IRA will be taxed as long-term capital gains. And the third choice is distributions from a traditional IRA prior to age 70 and a half will be subject to an additional 10% penalty. It's the Roth IRA. Okay, next to the last question. Converting a portion of a traditional IRA into a Roth IRA is a good idea this year if, which of the following circumstances? You have more taxable income than usual and your marginal tax rate is higher than normal. Or you have a big tax deduction this year and your marginal tax rate is lower than normal. Or the value of your assets in your IRA has remained pretty much the same for the last 10 years. So which was the best idea to do a Roth conversion? And that's the big deduction, the second choice. And the last question for this quiz is historically which one of the following generates the highest returns over a long period of time? Dividend-paying stock funds, large company stock funds, high-yield bond funds, or small company stock funds? The answer is small company stock funds. So how'd you do? Don't be worried if you didn't get a lot of them right, because there's, most of the people don't, to be perfectly honest. And what we want to do over a period of time is if you take more of these quizzes along the way, is take a look and see, are there areas that you know a lot about already, you're really comfortable with, or are there some areas that you might not be as up to speed as you might want to be? And as we go through this, we will link you back to some articles or things that, pieces of information on our website that we've written about these topics, so you can bone up a little bit and just learn some more about the stuff, either that you're good at and you want to find out more about, or perhaps the stuff that you're really not as well versed in and you want to find out some more about that. So thanks for the quiz. Stay tuned. There'll be more of these later. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, you could hit the subscribe button because we're going to be putting new content out here all the time. Thank you.